Hi there, I'm Janice Hardy, author of The Healing Works. We first meet Naya in Book 1, The Shifter. Naya is a young woman with the unique ability to heal by shifting pain from person to person. When her little sister Tally disappears, this ability turns out to be the only weapon she has to save her. The story continues in Blue Fire, and in that one, Naya and Tally are on the run, fleeing soldiers that are trying to capture them. Because of their adventure, I've been asked to answer a few questions about adventures, my story, and my writing. Let's move on to question number 1. What's your favorite adventure from literature or movies, and how does it inspire your writing? Well, my favorite movies and adventure stories are probably the end-of-the-world disaster movies. I really love it when all kinds of things are going wrong and you have this small group of people that are trying to either figure out what's going wrong and then find a way to stop it, if they even can. And this inspired me because I like to do the same thing to my characters. I love putting them in situations where everything's going wrong and more trouble is being heaped upon them, and they really have to think hard to find a way to overcome it and survive. Question number 2. What movies, books, and TV shows inspired the characters, the setting, and the story of The Healing Wars? One TV show in particular stands out here, and it was really influential in helping me develop my world. The old TV show Firefly had its main characters who were on the losing side of a war for independence. And I really liked the idea of losing a war like that and then being forced to live with enemy soldiers and forced to just be in a world that you really wanted to be away from and not part of. And I've decided that my city of Gaveg also fought a war for independence and also lost. And in that war, Naya and Tally lost their family, their parents, lots of friends, and here they are 5 years later, living on the street, trying to get odd jobs, and just trying to survive basically while there's enemy soldiers in their city all the time they have to avoid. Question number 3. When you were writing the book, did the characters come to you as you went, or did you have their personalities mapped out before you started writing? Well, for me, the characters sort of developed as I was writing. I had a couple of ideas in the beginning as to who they were. I knew Naya was going to be a girl with this unique ability that she couldn't tell anybody about. I knew she was going to have a younger sister she would do anything to protect. But until I really put them in the tough situations and see how they reacted to them, I really didn't know them all that well. It wasn't until the end of the first draft when I really got to know who they were and what they were willing to do for each other and how far they were willing to go for each other. Question number 4. In what ways is Naya different from classic adventure protagonists who have come before her? I think Naya is different because she never set out to go on an adventure. She wasn't looking for adventure. She didn't want any adventure. She really just wanted to keep her head down and have nobody notice her whatsoever. But when her sister disappears, she's really forced to really go out there and find out what happened to her and risk her own life and people finding out what she can do. And this is a big deal for her because if anyone found out she could do this pain shifting, they'd use her as a weapon against her own people. So she's really risking a lot to find her sister. But her sister's her only family, so she's willing to do anything to save her. And that doesn't matter what type of adventure she has to go on, she'll do it to find her sister. And the last question. If you were setting off on an adventure, which of the characters from the Healing Wars would you want to take with you and why? I think it would depend on the adventure. If I was going somewhere fun, like exploring the Grand Canyon or wandering through Redwood Forest, I probably would take Aylin, who's Naya's best friend. Aylin is really funny and really practical, and she just seems like the kind of girl that you would just want next to you because you know no matter where you are, you're going to have an awful lot of fun. If I was going someplace like, I don't know, down the Amazon River or someplace that might be a little bit dangerous, I would definitely want Danilo. Danilo is this tough, solid, guy who will absolutely get your back no matter where you are, and you know if he's with you, even if things go really badly, you're still going to be safe. That he will be there to protect you, even if he needs saving once in a while too. So those are my questions, and those are my stories, and I hope you enjoy hearing them, and I hope you enjoy reading Blue Fire and The Shifter with The Healing Wars. Thank you. Bye-bye.